Steak au poivre means steak with pepper and is only a few ingredients, but is all crazy f***ing delicious. Look, you can use any steak you want. Heed my words though. A good steak once a month is better than 4 shitty steaks once a week. Wait, 4 shitty steaks once a week? A good steak once a month is better than a shitty steak once a week. That's it. That's it. And so here's what I have in front of me. I have a gorgeous ribeye. And this is an American Wagyu, which means it's extra fatty, there's extra marbling in it, and it should be all tremendously delicious. But it's what we do to it, or it's what you do to your regular ribeye, or your New York, not a New York fan, or your sirloin, or your tenderloin, or whatever you've got. So we start by seasoning, cooking, we make a sauce, and we're out. Did you like that move, Max?
Love it.
And we're out. It's that simple. Seasoning first. Alrighty then. As we generally begin, we give it a little neutral oil. And in this case, and in every case, it's my favorite. Max, say it.
Chosen Foods avocado oil, link in description.
Chosen Foods avocado oil in the description. So here's what we give it. We're going to give it some kosher salt. Side. A little garlic powder. Just a little. Across top. And now, remember the name of this. Steak au what? Steak au poivre, which requires pretty much a shit ton of pepper. And you want a fairly heavy grind like this. Don't worry. If you don't have a pepper grinder, and you should, you can put the peppercorns in a mortar and pestle and bang them up until they're fairly chunky. You could put them in a Ziploc bag and then you hit the fuck out of them with a heavy pot. What you want to get to is a grind that looks about like this. And when they're there, pat them down, turn it over, do the other side, exactly the same way. The oil, salt, garlic powder, and the pepper. Look, it looks like a lot, but remember, you're not having a slice this way, you're having a slice this way. So just this top that has the pepper will be the seasoning for your bite. Pat down, and then you can get the edges like this. Now, Max, let's put a pan on the heat. My grill is screaming hot, but we're not using the grill by itself. We're using the grill with a pan on it. Because when the steak finishes cooking, it comes out and then we make a sauce in here. And you can't do that on the flat top of the Evo or a flat griddle. You need a pan to contain everything. So let this get really hot. And when a few drops of water dance like a 20-year-old on fucking ecstasy at a rave, like that, the pan is ready. And we had 2 things before our steak goes in. We had a little neutral oil and some butter. The butter adds flavor. The oil keeps the butter from burning. And when she's gorgeous and set, in goes our steak. And here's our goal. Perfect medium rare. And what do I like to do? I like to turn it a lot. We might be 4-ish, 5-ish minutes aside, maybe. We're going to use our digital instant read thermometer to make sure we don't go much past 130. But we're just going to move it a bit. This is going to be so good. Kind of wish I was a little jacked up on that ecstasy myself. Though, if that was the case, I'd rather hug the steak than eat it. But so now after about a minute or so, I'll turn the kit around. Lovely. Freaking lovely. Making me very happy. And we'll continue this. This is the easy part. Well, actually, the whole thing's easy, but. And we turn again. And if you want, take advantage of some of this butter down here. You just spoon it over the top while you go. Just adding a little flavor. I'm sorry, adding a lot of flavor. I just burnt my fucking fingers right off. No hair. Oh wait, I don't have any hair on me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And when the steak is where you want it, off she comes. Put her on this, a plate, cover it gently with foil, and we let it sit. Now the sauce part, but first, this extra fat in here we don't want. So you pour that out, bring the pan back, and when the excess oil is out, this is what the pan looks like. And you see all this? This stuff stuck to the bottom, that's called fond, F-O-N-D. And it is the best part of what's going on here, and we want to save it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some cognac, aka brandy, add a little, maybe 1/3 of a cup, and with a little torch we can flame it and just let it burn off for a second. It will go away quickly. It's helping to uproot all the stuff stuck on the bottom. Oh, there goes my foil. And when it's out, the amazingness starts. So now we add some whipping cream. Sort of an equal amount of that. And now, just through swishing the pan back and forth and using tongs that will come next, we had 2 more not traditional steak au poivre things that people will shit on me for. A little Coleman's mustard and a little thyme. And now we take our whisk and we mix this together. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called making a pan sauce. We scrape the bottom, we mix, we let it sit, and now this is going to start to heat and thicken and become gorgeous and amazing. Doesn't look that great now, but just you wait. You'll see it start to bubble. That's what we want. So keep it stirring. And while the sauce finishes, let's cut our beautiful steak. And that's going to look like this. Gorgeous. Look how beautiful and perfect, right? Somebody will complain it's not done. That person needs to just be taken outside and shown what properly cooked steak looks like. This little bite, we say, is for the maker, and that would be me. Oh, I got a little fat in there. Oops. Oh my God. Look, by itself, the richness of the Wagyu is remarkable. The fattiness, oh gosh. Okay, but here's what we do. Now we pick up our steak like this. Watch, Max, you watching? Like this. Let's put it right here. Gorgeous. You go under that. You go under that. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy and healthy and a little extra fatty, and we'll go this way for the benefit of you, Max. We'll just clean up these edges, and now our sauce comes. And the sauce will go like this. You don't need to inundate, folks. But like that is, okay, fine, a little more here. It's fantastic. And then, what was this called, Max? Steak au what?
Poivre.
Steak au poivre. I say you need a little more pepper. And in my world, That looks perfect. Shit, I want to bite in the worst f***ing way. So here's how I suggest you eat this. Get a firm stance. Look straight ahead, and then look down at what you've created. And take a second. Admire. Go left to right, right to left, and just enjoy what's happened. And realize that turning the steak every minute and a half or so got it like this. Right? Beautiful medium rare all the way across, pulled it at about 131 or something. And this side has got the sauce on it. But just, there's people that say never turn a steak more than once. And to them I say, what the f*** are you talking about? This is what I want and this is how I get it. But now you take a piece of this. Maybe bigger than I should have taken. I'll give it a little cut. The sauce. The pepper. The salivating that's going on in my throat. Gosh. The cream, the cognac, the... Man. The richness of the whole thing. Look, this is not, you know... I'm dieting and I just want like one shrimp and a half a piece of lettuce. That's not this. The steak is rich, the sauce is rich, but it's tremendous. And I know that people will piss on me because I put mustard in and thyme in, and that's not the traditional thing. But what matters? This is what matters when you go like this. That's all that matters. I want you to get this in your head. It's very simple. It's a very simple pan sauce. And by the way, I took it inside. That bottle of cognac that I had, that little small bottle, 350 mils or something, $7. Don't let some tool bag tell you you've got to have $295 cognac in your steak au poivre because, bro, it will not be the same. Because guess what? This is fucking delicious, and the cognac was $7. These people piss me off. You don't piss me off because you're here. Should I read an email that did piss me off though?
Yes.
Wait. Should I read a comment that did piss me off?
Yes.
I don't know if I can say all the words.
I'll bleep them.
Okay. Here we go. What kills me is if I watch something on YouTube or on TV or at a concert or whatever and I don't like it, I would never think of going to the person and go, hey, you kind of suck. I think you're stupid and you got a dumb look and I don't know why you're doing this. Apparently some people though, it is obviously the anonymity of the internet that allows them. I've got, see, right off the bat, the guy, do I read it exactly as written?
Yeah, I guess.
I think he means I've got news for you. He writes, it could be a woman. I've gone news for you. I've gone news for you, dumb f***. All your videos are cringy. The reason those terrorists did 9/11 is because they heard you live in America. Quit making videos and go die of AIDS.
Wow. You're responsible for 9/11 single-handedly?
I will not say that because somebody will take that sound clip and do something with it, but the guy's got a lot of anger. A lot of anger that I wish I could help him work through. You know what would help him? Bite of that.